this lesson is how to translate English into math. The fancy way is verbal phrases to algebraic expressions. We are going to turn English words into math equations. So let's fill in some blanks and start getting going. You are identifying the key words that indicate the operation. Now, there are some posters in the classroom underneath the whiteboard in the front that show you a bunch of different words for various operations. Well, let's hit some of the big ones. So the sum of, let's say, x and 2 looks like x plus 2 because we need to write the things in the correct order. Okay, do not change the order. Sometimes it does, the math will still work, but not always. So please put them in the proper order. The difference is a subtraction word. So the difference of 3 and y is 3 minus y. Product is a multiplication word. The product of x and 5 looks like 5x. Remember, when we write a number beside a variable, that is indicating multiplication. The last big obvious keyword is quotient. Quotient is a division word. So the quotient of 7 and p is 7 over p, or 7 divided by p. It is not p divided by 7. This is where keeping things in order is extremely important. It's very different if you have it in the wrong order. Alrighty, let's go to translating. It says write each verbal phrase as an algebraic expression. You're taking the math and you're putting it into English. So the sum of 8 and t. I'm going to underline sum. That means I'm adding 8 plus t. That's it. There's nothing to solve because you cannot put those together to get 8t. 8t is 8 times t. So all you're doing is translating. Okay? You are not doing anything else. Let's look at 2. The quotient of g and 15. G divided by 15. You can also write it as a fraction. You can say g over 15. Same mathematical operation. Okay, here we go. The number 3, the product of 5 and b. 5b. Then number 4 is the difference. Again, I'm underlining the key words to help me focus on what I'm doing. The difference of 32 and x. 32 minus x. Not, in fact, I'm going to write it. X minus 32? No. 32 minus x. I think that's pretty obvious. All right, let's get to do some more. Now we're going to look at inequalities. Less than, oh, now these get tricky. Less than, not actually, I apologize, not inequalities. These are trickier operation words. Less than means you're taking the first number away from the second. So $5 less than Jennifer means Jennifer minus $5. Okay, or D minus 5 if D is Jennifer. So let's look at number 5. 8 more than X. 8 more than. More than means you've got to write down the second part first, which is the X, because it's 8 more. Oh, X plus 8. in that, let's do 8, number 8. P more than 10. That would be 10, because that's where we're starting. We're starting from 10 plus P. And then we'll look at number 9, still doing the more than concept. 3 more runs than Pirates scored. Pirates plus 3, because Pirates is kind of our base. We're saying, okay, 3 more than the Pirates scored. So it's the Pirates plus 3. Now let's look at the less than problems. Number 5, 6 less than P. So you're starting with P minus 6. Number 7, 14 less than F. You're starting with F and you're taking away 14. Again, the first number subtracted from the second. 14 subtracted from F is F minus 14. Let's look at number 10. 12 less than some number. When you get a phrase like this, some number, any variable, pick a letter, except I and the letter O. Don't use those. So I'm going to say N minus 12, N for number. There's my sum number. Okay, now let's go to the next page. More keywords. It looks harder than it is, but the more we go over it and the more you hear it, the better you're going to do. Picking another color. Green. Is, equals, and equal to mean an equal sign. Is always means equals. 3 plus 2 is 5. Oh, 3 plus 2 equals 5. So I'm going to do a little drawing. Arthur, I'm going to give him A, is equals 8 years younger than Janet. Ooh, this is a good one. And this is 8. He's not 8 minus Janet, because that doesn't make any sense, does it? No. So he is right over here. A equals Janet minus 8. You see what I did there? I figured out all my numbers and my variables, but I had to really read the words. He is younger than Janet. So you start with Janet and you subtract 8 years. You subtract 8. Let's look at another one. Number 12, Kelly's test score is the equal sign. I'm going to go K for Kelly. 6 points higher than Mike's. Well, Mike is there, and this is 6, but we need to switch them around. It should be written not K equals 6 plus M, but running out of paper here. K equals M plus 6. Mike's plus 6. I want that to sink in. All right. Oh, this is a good one. The words are not in the same spot, so we have to think about them. The sum. Sum means plus of R and 45 is 79, so we write it as R plus 4 equals 79. The phrase, the sum, tells us you're going to add those two things together. So I'm putting the symbols, I'm putting the variables and the numbers in, and this is the proper position, the proper arrangement. Oh, sorry, I forgot 13. Get back to green. 5 more than a number is 6. 5 more than a number. Is that 5 plus a number? No, it's a number plus 5 because that's more than. You start with the original, which is number, and then you add 5. Number 14, the product. That tells us we will be multiplying. There's my is equal to 63. Oh, that's good. The product of 7 and b. 7 and b. I'm multiplying 7 and b. 7b. Remember, we're not solving these. We are simply writing them. I'm going to circle all the proper ones, all the proper expressions. Once this clicks in your head, you're going to be flying. All right, last one. The quotient. That tells me I will be dividing. Of x and 7 is equal to 13. The quotient of x and 7. X divided by 7 equals 13. Sorry about that. That's life. Okay, more keywords. And you thought you wouldn't do English and math. Twice and double and 2 times the number means multiply everything by 2. Half is dividing it by 2. So twice as many points as Bob. 2 times points as Bob. So we'd say 2b, or maybe 2p for points. They're both right. 18 is half the age of Sally. That would be Sally divided by 2, or S over 2, or 1/2 times S. All of them are the same thing. All 3 of those say the exact same mathematical statement. Now here, they're writing 2 steps. Okay, this one you really got to pay attention to. Oh, let's brighten things up. There we go. You've got to use parentheses sometimes. So let's walk through them, and we're just going to annotate. And I'm going to do about half of them, and you're going to do the rest. So let's start with number 19. I'm going to write above it. 6 less, I'm going to put 6 less than twice a number x is 4. 2x. Those are all my important pieces. 6 less than, which means this goes over here and this goes over here. So 2x minus 6 equals 4. 6 less than twice the number equals 4. Now you're going to think this is silly, but I really want you to say these problems out loud because you can put an emphasis on the pieces. Listen to how I do it. I'm going to do number 20. Listen to how I say it out loud, which helps me identify the operations. 4 more than the product of 2 and a. 4 more. 4. There's the product, and I'm going to be 4 more, so that's 2a plus 4. All right, I'm going to do 23 and 24. I want you to do 20 and 22. I'm sorry, yeah, 21 and 22, okay? I'm going to do the other 2. 5 times the sum. Okay, when you see 5 times the sum, it means 5 times, I'll do the dot for multiplication, 6 plus n. It's not 5 times 6 plus n. That would be 5 times 6 and some number. No, this is 5 times the sum. Means parentheses. So this is the kind of order of operations for words. It's the sum of 6 and some number, and that whole thing multiplied by 5, which looks like 5 times 6 plus n. I know. I can feel your brains working right now. Here we go. Here's another one. The quotient of 7 and d. Oh, okay. Look at that. The quotient of 7 and d decreased by 9. That's a minus. So 7 over d minus 9. So that's 9. Really, that is 9. Or 7 divided by d parentheses minus 9. They say the same things. And I apologize, my 9 is just terrible. I'll fix it. So 7 over d minus 9, or 7 divided by d parentheses minus 9. You do 2 steps. You're going to do 25 and 26 because it's good practice for you. I will do 27 and 28. More 2-step problems. The sum of 5 and product of 7 and x. Whoops, sorry. The sum of 5 and product of 7 and x. So I do product of 7 and x is 7x. Sum is plus. You end up with 5 plus 7x. Because product of 7 and x is one operation. I kind of like the parentheses idea. I've never taught it that way, but I am now. Draw parentheses around operations. 3 more than quotient of 5 and a. 3 more than the quotient of 5 and a. So that would be 5 divided by a, and this would be 3 more than, so you're looking at 5 over a plus 3, or parentheses, 5 divided by a plus 3. All right. I'm going to go back up to number 21 because I didn't draw parentheses because I didn't think about it till I was partway through. 5 times the sum. There we go. Drawing parentheses around the phrases will help you keep track of what goes where. It'll show you where the 2 phrases are. You get to do 29 and 30. Yes, we will cover these in class because we need to. Last page. Okay, lots of English again. I told you this, lots of English. Here are some more phrases. And these are phrases that show you how many different ways we can say things but still get one mathematical operation. So you've got 8 more than a number, x plus 8. Sum of 8 in a number, x plus 8. X increased by 8, x plus 8. The total of x and 8, x plus 8. It's all right there. Look at the phrases. They give you an idea of what you're going to be seeing. This is going to help you with standardized testing. This is going to help you in higher level math. This will help you in work outside of school. This will help you in jobs because people speak in word problems. All right, I will do a few of these and you will do the rest of them. Again, we'll go over them in class. All right, so we're going to translate each phrase. 7 less than a number is 15. My equal sign, I'll use n for number. 7 less than a number. So that's n minus 7 equals 15. We don't say solve them. We didn't say solve them. I didn't ask you to solve them. We're just translating. Whoops. Translating. Here we go. Number 2, the total of 5 and c. 5 plus c. We don't say what the total is. We just say the total of. So just 5 plus c. I'm going to do 5 and 6. You're going to do 2, 3, and 4. The score increased by 8 points. S for score plus 8. You can choose your own variables. I choose variables usually based on the first letter of the word they represent. N for number, for instance. P for points. So S for score. Score increased by 8 points. Number 6. The quotient, division, of W and 10 is equal to 7. W divided by 10 equals 7. Or W over 7. W over 10, don't change it. Like, remember I told you don't change numbers, right? W divided by 10 equals 7. You're going to do 7 and 8. Yes, in class probably. Hey, if you do them ahead of time, that's even better for you. Last part of the notes. You're getting this a whole bunch of different ways, but this is very, very important. You're going to go backwards. You are going to take a phrase and then you are going to put it into words. Ooh, how fun. We've got 9y. We could say 9 multiplied by y. We could say product of 9 and y. That's all I'm going to do. You're going to do the other 3 based on the phrases at the top of these notes. You can do this. You do not need me to explain it to you. All right? We will go over this in class, but I want you to try. I think it'll be very, very useful for you.